on my phone.
Yep, we're coming. We're going live right now.
Okay.
It's coming up.
All right, cool. Oh yeah, here we are.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Hey everybody, we are live. Yes, yes, yes. I just want to of course let everybody know that this is a live interview. It's Amanda Ray coming to you with another one. We've had quite a few this week, but what I wanted to do was have some members of my team come out and speak about how they're doing with the platform. Not only that, how they got started, the difference between what they're learning now and implementing compared to what they've learned in the past, but not only that, how they're doing with the platform. And this is just to educate others on what to expect if you take a look at this opportunity. But not only that, please remember every Wednesday, every single Wednesday, we will be live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is successfulsolutionwebinar.com. successfulsolutionwebinar.com, where you can hear tons of testimonies, and not only that, see all of the people who have joined this opportunity and are benefiting from what it is that we're teaching. People are winning. We have paid over $750,000 in payouts to our members. We just crossed 2,000 members with SSM, and we're going to continue to grow. So what I want to do is bring out Daria. Thank you so much for being a part of this live interview. And I would love for you to just share your story. How long have you been in the online space?
Well, first of all, thank you for this opportunity to share, Amanda. It's really a blessing. It really is. I've been in the industry for 10 years now. I was doing it part-time and up until June. June, I retired as a teacher, 25 years. So now I am able to do this full time, and I am having an amazing time. And this opportunity came at the right time, where I was able to put my all into it.
Mm-hmm.
When I first saw the opportunity, I wasn't really sure if this was something that was for me. I just thought it was, the same old, the people that have large audiences would do well. And, the small people, they might get a little bit here and there. So I sat and watched on the sidelines for about 2 months. And I just noticed that people were getting results. People were excited. And then I said, hey, wait a minute. Maybe I need to get in on this blessing. And then that's when I reached out to you and said, hey, I'm ready. Let's go.
Yes, and I'm happy you did, because I remember when I had first sent you the link and you was like, Amanda, I don't really know if this is for me. I'm not at this time, because you was already working on a project.
Right.
Daria already has a business as well, her and her husband. So, sometimes it's hard to juggle a lot of different things, especially if you're on a time restraint. And I understood. I said, you know what? This isn't for everybody, but maybe she'll come back around. And so because of the noise that we're making and the amount of people that was having success, you took another look, and I'm happy that you did, because once you came in and you was able to see and experience what we had, it definitely was a blessing for you. And we're going to talk about that. But I just wanted to know also, within the online industry, what are some of the things that you've experienced over the years that may have kind of like shunned you away from, like you said, this is like every other opportunity. When you say that, what do you actually mean when you was like, maybe it's just like the rest of the opportunities? What does that actually mean?
So what I noticed was in a couple of opportunities I was in, we got training. There was just a whole bunch of stuff. I was so confused. I didn't know where to start. I know I needed to start. And even though they had to start here button, it was just too many options.
Mm-hmm.
And when we would go to our webinars weekly, it was a new skill set, which was like another platform. So I found myself spreading myself thin. I was on every platform that you can think of, but I wasn't having success because I know now that if whatever platform that you choose, you need to plant your foot there and you need to learn it inside and out. And that means you need to play full out there. And
Yep.
your attention cannot be everywhere. So,
Correct.
so I wasn't having success because I was really spreading myself thin.
Got it. With a lot of opportunities out there, is there anything now else that you realize that can actually cause a person to not have the success that they're looking for?
Yes. You need a mentor. That
Mhm.
is so important. But what happens is they're offered, but it's so much money that you're shunned away from it because it first of all you're putting out the investment for the opportunity. Then with
Yep.
the opportunity comes tools. You need your tools. That's important. Now you're talking about mentorship, and we're not talking about hundreds of dollars. We're talking about thousands of dollars. The type of
Yep.
mentorship you need. You need someone to hold your hand and fill in the gaps. And I'm a visual learner, so I needed the visual training and support. So I would be told, I would get the information as far as what to do, but in my mind, I had to figure out how to implement it. I didn't have the application.
Mhm.
And that's what was missing, the application. So I would walk away knowing what to do, but not how to do it.
Yep.
So then that's another thing where I had to go on YouTube and try to figure it out.
Yeah.
And about time you go through all this research, you don't forgot what you was trying to learn and what you were supposed to be doing in the first place, because you'll find a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube.
That's right. That's right. And you know what? I love what you said, because that's the thing. You can have all of the information in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't know how to apply that information, you're stuck, because and that was my problem as well, just getting too much information, which is information overload, and we discussed this in our trainings.
Yes.
But when you're taking in the information and then you're not knowing exactly how to apply it, it's useless.
It
And
really.
that's one of the things that I noticed in most of the opportunities that I was in. They
Mm-hmm.
gave you a ton of information. Some of it was to fill in the gaps, to give you, to beef up the product, right?
Right.
But then half of it will be outdated, and the other half will be stuff that, like you said, you would have to go outside onto YouTube to kind of get the understanding of what to do. And by the time you grasp all the information, you're burnt out.
Burnt out
Burnt
is
out.
say
Burnt
the
out.
best. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we're on the same page with that, because I think that that is the number one issue with a lot of people in the industry. It's not that they don't want to do the work; they just don't know what to do. Because
Mm-hmm.
if a person is spending hundreds or even thousands of dollars, that's because they really want to change, right? So we have a percentage of people who are really looking to build a business from home. They're looking to be a part of the online industry. They want to have additional money to come to, but if they don't have the foundation of exactly what to do in the mentorship, they don't get anywhere,
Exactly.
right?
I remember
So,
sleepless nights, boy. And I had to get up and teach in the morning, but I'm up to 11, 12, trying to get this to work, that to work. Didn't understand why that. Oh, it was a lot.
it is.
I
It is.
went to work tired, and my husband was like, "What are you doing? Come to bed." I'm like, "No, I'm almost there."
Yep, yep. I was the same way. I remember nights just falling asleep at the computer, just hoping that what I was doing was correct. And that's another thing that would bother me, not knowing if what I was doing and what I was applying would actually work. Because again, if you don't have that mentorship, you'll never know, right?
No,
You don't have no one to tell you if you're heading in the right direction or not. You don't
exactly.
have no one to tell you, oh, yes, do that, but don't do this. And that's one of the issues in the industry. So with SSM, what are some of the things that made you want to join SSM?
Well, like I said, one of the first things I noticed is that people were getting results. And you could tell it was real because you could hear and feel the emotion behind the words, you know? And I wanted to feel that. It wasn't like I didn't have any success, but I wanted more. I want to bring my husband home, because now that I'm home, I want to bring him home. And I knew that what we were doing, that wasn't happening. So I said, well, let me give this a try. I'm going to come and I'm going to go full out. I'm going to act like I don't know anything about anything. And I'm just going to go through the training step by step. And oh my God, boy, did I not know what I didn't know. So I was floored at the information that you were giving. I mean, people are paying thousands and thousands of dollars.
I know
For what you are sharing and you're giving as such a small investment. And that's when I said, oh my God, this is it. I'm here. I'm here to stay. I'm going to do this thing full out, go through the training. And like you said, train, implement. And I did that. And within 10 days, I got my first payment. I was on the phone with my coach, Coach Paulette, and we're talking. And then all of a sudden, these banners popped up. And I said, oh my God, oh my God. She said, what? I said, I got a message from Amanda. So she said, okay, so what did she say? I was like, it was like I couldn't even talk. And I said, she sent these banners. And she said, oh, okay, how much? I was like, I couldn't even count. Maybe this is some kind of mistake. I think she got the wrong person. It was $450. I have never, in all the opportunities, get that amount of money that quickly. And that was it. I was sold. I was done. Done. SSM all the way. So my husband, when I shared it with him, he was like, what? He was like, wow, that's cool. Then the next payment came in. Then he was like, I was like, Amanda just hit me with another $250. She hit me with another $4. He was like, wow. Yeah, it was amazing. And it still is. Very close to 5K in such a short period of time.
Yeah, so, and you didn't start when we all started. You was a little bit behind us.
I was behind, and that was the thing. When I came in, you was like, all right, you wasn't here. You got to go through these trainings to catch up. I said, I'm catching up. They not leaving me.
And you did. You caught up pretty fast. But what I love, again, about one of the things that you said is that you was willing to implement exactly the teachings step by step. And do you think for the average person or the newbie, the steps are difficult, a learning curve, something that will take a long time to apply? What are your thoughts based off of the training?
Well, I'm a special ed teacher of 25 years, right? So I master what they call modifying. Mm-hmm. You have laid it out for the laden, for the seasoned, for the polished. Everyone can get this. It is ABC 1, 2, 3 in small bite-sized pieces, so we can get it. Mm-hmm. You give us just enough to run with, to implement, to come back for more. Yes, and it's perfectly laid out, perfectly. And then if you're one that you can pick up quicker, you can knock out a couple of videos and not feel overwhelmed, and implement what it is. And then I'm the type of person, when I'm doing a training, I have my computer and my iPad. So I'm listening to it on my iPad and I'm doing it as you saying it. So I don't know what I did, because I did it as you did it, as you're teaching it, and then it's done. Then I go to the next video.
Hmm.
And that's how I do it. And that's how I was able to get it done.
And you know what? I'm just amazed because even though, you've been in the industry for some time, the way you're picking up speed as far as people coming to you regularly now,
Wow. That
it's
that
amazing.
that is wow.
Not having to chase people, not having to try to convince people,
Hmm.
not calling friends and family, right?
Exactly. Exactly. I
Because
mean,
now you are looked at as a leader and people are coming to you for your expertise, your advice, wanting to know what you are doing because you, not SSM, but you personally are making noise, right? And that's what's important because you don't brand the company, you're branding yourself. People are getting to know, like, and trust you, and you're building a foundation based off of your knowledge and the trainings that you are implementing. And that's what I tell people too all the time. I'm like, I couldn't have laid it out any easier because I worked a daycare, and when you work a daycare, you're working with little ones that need, again, modification because they're so little, they're learning things in little bite-sized pieces.
right.
So what I was thinking about is how the newbie, the struggling marketer, the one who wants this bad enough but never had the chance to have any success within the online industry can do this because it is broken down into bite-sized pieces. You
Right.
just have to take your time and implement everything step by step. So moving on to the next question, um, can you name some of the things that makes this opportunity different from the average opportunity that you have seen over the years? And just maybe three things if you want to name three things.
The first thing that jumps out at me is that you fill in the gaps. So whatever it is that you're not sure about, you're sure.
Yes. Yep.
That's
So it's
that's
very black and white.
is very
Very
black and
black and
white.
white.
You say, okay, I want you to do this. Let me show you what it looks like.
Hmm.
I love that. I love the success coaches. The success coaches are here for us for whatever we need. And again, they give us exactly what they need. You have to pay so much money for a Facebook audit.
Yeah.
You get your account audited. You know, we're told do this, don't do that. I love that. Do more of that.
Yep.
You don't get that. It's very matter of fact, what you get in other programs, but in this it's very concrete. You know exactly what you have to do when you get off a call. You know what it looks like. If it's something as far as a script or whatever that you need, you get that too. So there's no wasting time. Now it's just about you know finding the time and just get to work, not trying to figure out what to do to get the job done. You already know. So that was another thing that I love. And I love the community, the support that we have for one another. We're there for one another, no matter what it is.
That's
You know,
so hard to find in a lot of programs.
right, right. I've gained so many friends, through this program. And I just love the support. I love the support.
Yeah,
From
I think that's extremely powerful because nobody wants to go through this alone. No one wants to try to build a business alone. No one wants to have questions and not have no one to go to, right?
right,
And then what I love also about this opportunity, you meet so many people. Again, this is an international, so we have people from all around the world that have different skill sets that they can bring in that just allows you to move faster,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So it's not like I remember with opportunities, I would be waiting days, if not weeks, to get a response to a simple question.
mm-hmm.
I'm
You can,
like, that's ridiculous. I paid all this money and I have to sit around and wait to for something that you answered in like 5 seconds
exactly.
because it was only one person to go to, or they never really thought about updating the training because the
Right.
training wasn't updated. And again, that's why we have live trainings, because with the online space, things always change. But not only that, new things always happen. There's always something new to learn, right?
Always,
We
always.
have these live trainings where we can actually sit and talk about what's going on now, what's changed, what's old, what not to do anymore, what to do now, and that helps because, again, as an example with Facebook losing its classic side, right? The classic went away.
Right, right.
That's an update. Now, if you have a training that's extremely old and no one ever talks about it, right? Who knows? How do you know what to do now?
Exactly.
I find that very important.
That is. That is.
And you had already said, I was going to ask you how much you earned, but again, Daria, she's almost at 5K. Congratulations with that. That's absolutely amazing.
Thank
And
you.
not only that, it's extremely inspiring, especially for the person who has never made a dollar online, or who haven't a person that hasn't been able to earn consistently, because that is the thing with most people in this industry. It's either they're not earning consistently or they haven't made their first $500, right?
Right.
So congratulations on that, and more success to you, because like I said, anybody can do this. You just have to have the willpower, and you have to be consistent so that you can see it happen. And that's really what it's about. It's about just, like you said, planting your feet. You got to stay planted and just make it work for you. We have so many people that bounce around from one opportunity to the next because the shiny object syndrome, and
Right.
and they think, oh, maybe that's better, but then come to find out they're looking at the same thing, it just has a different face on it. And then
Exactly.
you're like the hamster on the wheel, spending money, and you're not getting anywhere. I've had people that said they spend so much money on traffic that doesn't convert, opportunities that doesn't work. And the main thing again is they weren't given the proper information in order to be successful, or they were given false expectations to what to expect when they join an opportunity.
Yes. Yeah. That's really
And
big.
that's the thing. A lot of people are looking for the easy way out. There is no easy way out. You have to do the work, right?
Absolutely.
But you can have an opportunity that's simple enough for you to start earning with if you apply the simple strategies that we have in place.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to hold you any longer. We're about to wrap it up, but I just want to know if you can give people 3 giveaways for any struggling marketer, or any marketer, or a newbie. What are 3 giveaways that you can give to that person, regarding the industry, as far as what they need to do in order to be successful? 3 main powerful giveaways for them.
Okay. One is do your research on whatever opportunity you have an interest in. Really understand what that opportunity is offering. Make
Mhm.
sure you get a mentor. That is
Yes.
so that is so important. I don't know how to emphasize it anymore, because we all need it. Even if you're not new, you can always use a mentor. That never gets old. A mentor, coach, whichever one you want to call it. Um, and then the other thing is you have to do you have to work on your mindset. That
Yes.
is huge in anything that you do. You have to work on your mind. You have to make a decision, get mad, and say, hey, I'm going to do the work by working on myself. Because you can get all the strategies, the training, the know-how, but if you don't have the right mindset to implement that, you're not going to be successful, because it's all about who you're being. So
Yeah.
you have to ask yourself, who am I, in this industry? Am I going to, whatever opportunity that you decide that you're going to join, what am I going to do? Am I going to go all in? Am I going to, put a toe in and have my other foot out because I'm not sure. I'm looking at this other shiny object. So you have to really decide who you're being, who you're going to be, and do the mindset training to help you get there.
Yep. So we have mindset, do your due diligence before you join an opportunity, and make sure to have mentorship. And that's what we have here. Mentorship with SSM, because those are very important. That's the thing. One thing, well, I wasted so much money in 2015 because that's the one thing I was lacking. I thought that a sponsor was a mentor. And then once I found out it wasn't the same, it was over a year and a half later.
Mm-hmm.
The mentor took me by the hand to help me get the training and education that I needed to be successful. The sponsor sold me an opportunity where I can make money. There's a difference between the two. A sponsor is not a teacher. A sponsor is not a coach. A sponsor is not a mentor.
Absolutely.
That's a golden nugget, guys. Golden nugget.
It really is.
So
it was
again,
to learn too.
Yes. So we touched on mindset. Make your mind up. You can't be in it a little and out a little, in a little, out a little. You're either in it or you're not. That's it. But like Daria said, once your mind is made up, a mind made up can never be changed, right? And that's the thing. A lot of people are winning, and we've been able to pay out so many people because they made up their mind. And not only that, their experience results where they've never experienced it before in the online space.
Right.
A couple of things that I realize is that if you have something good enough and you give people value and you pay them as quickly as possible for their efforts, it's a win-win situation. Because people are in this industry to get paid. They're in this industry to learn what works. And then what they want to also do is they want to duplicate leaders. That's why they're here. So if they have the platform to do that, they will continue to move forward. And that's what it's mainly all about. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming out this lovely afternoon. Again, guys, if you want to connect with Daria, her information will be in the comment section. Okay, if you want to connect with her, maybe ask her some questions, pick her brain a little bit. She's here for you. And also the banner for our webinar tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will also be in the comment section, because we have a huge webinar coming up this evening where we'll have hundreds of people coming out to celebrate SSM, but not only that, talk about what to expect when you start, some of the things that we do to produce the results that we have and what we are made of. So thanks again, Daria. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Everyone who was able to attend this afternoon. We will be back next week with another live interview from more of our SSM members who have fantastic testimonials about their experience. And hopefully this video can reach someone and help give them a second chance to really start and do it the right way. So thanks again.
All right.
Have a good day, and I'll see you guys tonight. Don't miss the webinar.
See you later.